other casters if they were ready, and they just started the game. Let's see how it turns out. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Light. Can you confirm now we are in the semifinals, right?
No.
No, still not yet. What?
This is the quarterfinals.
Okay. Not that I don't want to be in the quarterfinals, but I do not like being wrong. And I thought we were in the finals, or the semifinals. But anyways, here we are. I did figure out during the break the answer to my own trivia question that I didn't know, that I now know. In the bottom right-hand corner, it's a Terran player, Alpha X, blue. Terran, he's gonna go mech. I'm assuming it's center.
And he's doing it again, sporting in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE. We have someone who I'm honestly not too familiar with, but he is a Protoss player. He's from Latin America. He represents Alpha X. It is XionS.
Now, something to note, he is up a game in this series. He beat Sinner, game 1. I don't know how. Sinner's a good player. Now, back to my Star Wars trivia. I only know this because I somehow stumbled upon it a long time ago, and I actually forgot the details of it, so I looked it up. So, in Star Wars and in Matrix, there's a guy who shows Neo like how to use like the technology and stuff. And he was showing Neo a bunch of stuff, and one thing he showed Neo was this girl that he designed. I guess she was a robot in a red dress, and he was trying to show Neo how easily people can be distracted by girls. And then in Star Wars, that same guy was the one who was offering the death stick in what was that, Attack of the Clones, where he's like, you don't get death stick. And then briefly you see the girl in the red dress looking over at the Jedis like seductively. So if you go back and watch that, you'll see that in there.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an Easter egg, honestly, more than just a character swap. It's like an actual Easter egg. Like they have the same guy in there and the girl he invented, allegedly.
Interesting.
From Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Okay.
That's when he's like, you don't want to sell me death sticks. That's the most memorable part.
I do remember that part.
Wouldn't that be great for StarCraft? You don't want to proxy racks me. And then Sinner's like, yeah, you're right.
You know what?
Just turns around and goes home.
Yeah, you know what, I win. Meanwhile, the proxy racks is underway. It was Proxy Marauder, and already the first stalker goes down. XionS did go for a probe scout, and he did spot the proxy, but he didn't find out where it was.
I actually love the Marauders. Marauder SCV. Like the 2 SCVs are just being used to tank. They're not building any sort of anything. What is this?
Yeah, the probe.
He's looking for the proxy?
Yeah, they're out there looking for the proxy, but oh my god,
another
stalker.
Proxy to get there. How do you get there without passing the proxy?
Yeah. I mean, he did spot it in the end, but at this point, all the stalkers went down. There is one left, 2 left.
Wow, this really worked. Like, even if XionS is able to hold off here, it's a lot of damage done. Shield battery should help.
Yeah.
He does have 3 more workers than Sinner, but Sinner does have mules.
That
but
is
Zion
true.
does have, I forgot what it's called.
Chronoboost.
There you go. He's got coronavirus.
That's...
He's got coronavirus.
Oh, God. I mean, we were saying earlier that Protoss can't get infected because they're robots, right?
Yeah, technically. They don't get corona, they get chrono.
There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with more to that joke, and I'm drawing a blank here. I'm just wondering, why does he have 2 factories? 2 tech labs, I mean.
Yeah, 2 tech labs for double production, double Marauder production, right?
He's just going to stay here and make Marauders all day?
I think he's just banking him up. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to trickle in anymore. I'm going to like get a strong force. He's pushing in, and with this, he may be able to do something. But there is a sentry, so there is a force field available.
He gave him too much time to come back in this. There's a shield battery. There's a zealot.
Yes, Tim.
He might have kept too much in there with him. He should have actually backed up in that shield battery. A little bit of miss micro, but again, he still comes out on top with that shield. That was a good call. You know, it's kind of scary to be against a bunch of Marauders and be like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a little shield battery that does no damage to anything. You're like, I need stalkers, stalkers, spam stalkers. So it was a nice display of skill there. Is he gonna switch and put that one on that tech lab?
He's got to do the old switcheroo.
Switcheroo from tech lab to tech lab. I like your tech lab. I like your tech lab. Let's switch.
So, unlike against Zerg, I don't see this transition working any better. Like, I feel like this is a lot more of a commitment compared to Reapers that we saw previously.
Yeah. But I think these units last. I think Marauders are more relevant in the PvT than the TvZ. Like Marauders really are just for like Banes and Ultralisks.
Yeah,
I feel in TvZ. So here against Stalkers, that's like what you want. I actually don't know what's the like Marauder Immortal matchup like. I picture Immortals are good against Marauders, or the opposite.
Immortals are better against Marauders than against Marines, to say the least. At the same time, though, Marauders they can also focus down Immortals as well. It's kind of a weird,
It's a weird yin and yang. Oh, he's gonna get it with that hallucinated Phoenix. He can rebuild it right now. Oh, actually, no. If they walk up the ramp, they can get it.
Yeah.
Not a single tanked out yet, though. This honestly would be the perfect time for Sinner to try, or XionS to try and break that wall.
Yeah, but
bunker.
At the same time, he could just not really be in a rush. As long as he denies the expansion, maybe that's all he wants.
Yeah, there's no second base, so he's winning. If there's no second, he got his second.
Yeah.
But I do like the Sinner going for the same old thing that we have seen today. Oh, actually, no, he's not. Is he getting a double? I thought he was double expanding behind this. That would be a good call. He should.
Yeah, it would be good, but it does focus down the bunker and...
Perfect timing, right before the tank came out.
Yeah.
I don't know how he timed that out so perfectly. Well, I guess he didn't, because now the tank's here. But his Warp Prism's here now that the tank's here, and I think he can kind of... ooh, wow. I'm stealing that move. I didn't know you could force field that little... I never thought about doing that. I guess I've never needed to. When do you have a force field and a Reaper and a head-on engagement?
That was slick. That was nicely done.
That was smooth. That was a big brain gamer move.
Yeah, Xion backs off, and instead of going for a fast third CC, he did go for a 1-1-1, focusing on his production instead, which, we'll see if that works out as this Warp Prism is being annoying. Oh, one of the Immortals!
Oh, he got one. That's nice.
That's two.
Wow. That was honestly not too... Yeah. Zion knows he shouldn't have lost that. That was bad.
Yeah. That's a ... moment right there.
The end of the game, but you don't he lost some very high valued units for free.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess it's not even that they're high valued, but the fact that he could have stuck around and done more damage, keep his opponent over there. It's a lot of little things that add into the worth of those units. It's not just the core value of them. Because he did break the positioning. He got his money's worth out of it. Technically, he got a bunker. He got some units, some Marauders. He got the Reaper. But, that was just poorly microed there. And the Overseer is going to see his push out. And the... He's going to get it? He's going to get it? He's going to get it? Nope. Sinner's too good for that.
Yeah.
He said, my name's Sinner. I sin for a living. Of course I know all the bad tricks you're going to pull out on me.
I know all about these disruptors there.
Yeah, I know all about these disruptors. Have you not been watching the stream all day? All morning, night, evening.
Yeah, something that's interesting is that XionS, he got a very fast extended thermal lance upgrade when he got the Robo. So he already has range for his Colossus. And he has a disruptor as well. He's getting a little bit of everything here.
Colossus is so useless without that upgrade. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like if you got the Infestor and all it had was the Shroud or whatever it's called. Imagine how terrible that would be if that was the only thing that came standard and the rest you had to upgrade.
Yeah, it's like the Infestor, but you have to upgrade Fungal.
You have to upgrade Fungal.
That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. Protoss is like, thank you. We are imbalanced. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're inferior. I'm just joking. I'm a terrible player myself.
Yeah, I like this. It looks like he's trying to set up a flank with charge lots. Charge
but
is
those tech labs kind of work as like a scouting pylon.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna see those if he does try to get us around. But here we go. There goes the Zealots, and yep, they got actually stuck on that, and a tank's in range of that. What?
They got A-moved on the tech labs.
What was hitting that? It looked like a tank hit it. I guess it just exploded or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it was getting hit by that tank?
Yeah.
There's tanks down there. I'm tripping. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I was very confused there. I didn't see the 2 tanks on the lower ground. But yeah, I'm sorry. I ruined that whole engagement, but it was a good engagement. Sinner did some damage and got out of there. There's nothing with the Colossus besides Zealots. And he did take out like all the other meat of this army.
Yeah, the big thing that we saw was that the disruptor got sniped, so he was able to get rid of that AoE at least. Did decent damage to this Colossus, but now the Colossus count is slowly getting higher. Yeah,
the Colossus count getting higher is cool, but look at this production tab. For like the past 20 seconds, Xion's has produced nothing.
Yeah,
and Sinner's just across the board. SEVs, tank, Rodder, Marine, another CC. 2 more, you guys can see the picture.
Yeah, but this army is getting kind of scary for Xion. We'll see if he ends up pushing into the 3rd base. Ooh, I like this drop though. It doesn't get caught out. It looks like he was trying to go for it. Yeah, he
needs to go right now because he can recall. Go and recall. Oh, good scan. Who scans there? No, I think Xion should have jumped on it.
Yeah, I definitely think he could have at least denied the 3rd base, like maybe even killed the 3rd.
Yeah, probably definitely killed the 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I learned recently? Auto turrets shoot up at Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I played Terran once, or Protoss, and Terran had a bunch of those turrets, and I was like, whoa, they're killing me.
Yeah. Auto turrets are pretty good.
Yeah, Colossus is basically an air-ground unit. It's pretty much an air unit. It's not bound to anything really.
Yeah. It's a mixture of both. And again, Sinner, I feel like Sinner is looking pretty good this game. Like this drop is still here. It's going to be able to deal some damage. He's able to establish his 3rd and get a sensor.
Good cancel there. He's got vision of the whole thing too. Right there. Yeah. He used his recall. He used his recall already, so now he's gonna go in with no recall. I always love how Terran just like picks up a drop in the main of their opponent. They run out of there and then instantly turn back around, and their opponent's like, "What?
Yeah.
Why would you turn around? I didn't expect that." Like right here, he's kind of expecting it, but
this
time was a little late on that turnaround, only because that overseer's there.
Yeah, Xion, he was ready for it. He knows.
Yeah. But majority of the time when I see a PVT, they literally just fly out and then fly back in and destroy the Protoss. And he's like, what? It's like, man, come on. You know he's going to fly back in. Here he's going for it. If this works, I'm going to be a little upset.
Yo, the tech is a little bit exposed. He could get the Twilight Council. He could get the robotic space.
So many pylons. I don't think I've ever seen so many pylons in like one distance. Like he could just stand right there and shoot every pylon around him. Which is pretty much what he's doing. He's going for the Nexus.
He's gonna get it.
No recall over here. Actually, really? Yeah. I don't think he'll get out of there alive though. Oh, he's so good. Oh, and even avoids those stalkers.
Wow.
Is he gonna recall the Medivacs?
Yeah, he can't get him.
You can't get him? Wow. Which it's unfortunate that they're stuck there, but now Xion's is forced to leave some army back there.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And
Sinner wins. I would have liked to see Sinner like split up those medevacs so he has a 50-50 chance of getting the one out with the units.
Yeah, but like either way, that drop did so much damage. He killed a bunch of workers. He killed the Nexus, like
another one all started off a proxy.
Yeah, and the 3rd kept getting denied as well for Xion. Like because of that, Sinner was just looking so good. Again, we were talking about how Xion was being a little bit indecisive, or maybe he made the wrong decision with his army in the middle of the map. He came back a bunch of times instead of like pressing the issue and pushing into the
Yeah.
natural.
Started from a proxy, now we're here.
Mm.
Yeah. He just, I don't know. I didn't like his use of recall there.
Mm.
But obviously, you know, I'm backseat gaming with no pressure on myself. He was in the middle of a high intensity Grandmaster macro micro game, so you know, we understand why these players make their mistakes because they're human. That's what makes the game. But as a commentator, it's our job to point out the flaws, and that was one of them. But
I mean, again,
Sinner's good. Sinner's freaking good.
Sinner is pretty good. Do you think he's gonna proxy again?
Oh man, he's got to.
Yeah.
He's. I don't know. Actually. Now you're making me second guess it. This is big brain gamer moves here. If he wants it to be an epic gamer moment, he proxies again, but it's gonna be the Reapers. And the proxy I really like. Who was doing it? But it was like a 3 proxy at home. Like they would put one, I guess, in the wall, they would put one in the wall and 2 proxied.
Yeah. To make it look like it's not a proxy.
Yeah. It makes it look like it's not a proxy, but really there's 2 other barracks on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
And then there was one where they 2 proxied at home, and then like they still hid one, like it was a 3 racks, but they hid 1 racks somewhere in the main and walled off the natural with the racks. I don't know. It doesn't sound good as I say it out loud because I'm not a professional, but Light, you were there.
Yeah.
Probably you guys here watching this were there, because if you watch this, you probably watch Battle of the Americas and all the other good, cool casts.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
I would like to see him go Reapers.
The best kind of proxy is where, or best kind of opener is where kind of like you trick your opponent into making it look normal when really it's not. We've seen that with
or
proxy.
making it look like a proxy when it's not.
Yeah. It's like very big brain.
Yeah, big brain. I feel like we say big brain, but it's really just luck. It's the luck of the Irish, even though no one here's Irish. Luck of the Latinos. But yeah. Also, it's a team kill. I don't think we've mentioned that yet, but that's pretty interesting. It is team kill indeed, but they are not the same race. One of these persons is a robot. One of them is a humanoid robot. One of them is a spiritualoid robot. I don't know, but here we are in this game. I believe it's game number 2. Game number 3 now.
Game number 3.
Game number 3. It's the ace match. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. It is none other than Alpha X's very own XionS.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Mexican Terran player representing Alpha X. It is Sinner. So
to answer your question from way earlier, yeah, it was just a random character from the Neo movie. It wasn't the main character. I just thought about that. I was like, that was a pretty random character.
Yo, we were just talking about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Reapers. Wait, where's his gas at? He has 1 gas.
That's 2 gas.
2 gas. Oh, I'm a genius. We need to start having like a side pool going on for how often I'm right.
It's a proxy. It's a proxy that isn't really a proxy. That's what it is.
So it's both. It's a proxy that is supposed to make you think it's a proxy, but really it's not a proxy, but really it is a proxy. It's just not proxied.
What? Exactly. Look, he's throwing out more Raxes. Like it's a proxy, but it's not a proxy. But it is.
And now
a proxy.
he's throwing down a pylon that's technically a proxied pylon, but it's not really to proxy anything. It's for later game. Like, I don't know, if I keep talking about this, the government's gonna come and shut me down.
There's too much happening right here. Oh my god, it's blocking the Rax. The Rax. Okay.
Oh. Oh wow.
Oh
wow.
So yeah,
wait,
the pylon.
Are you really that scared of it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Overreaction a little bit, and the pylon actually spotted the Rax flying back home. So now Xion knows that the proxy wasn't really a proxy. He doesn't know.
So now the factory could be proxied.
Yeah.
Yo, this is like the most mind game I've seen yet, and I love it.
I want this Widow Mine to just scuttle across the map. I wanted to scuttle across the map.
It's just gonna waddle. Oh no! Oh no! Not like this! Not like this!
Okay.
Burrow for your life! Oh my god! I picture a Widow Mine like what they shoot is out of their nose. They're like, ah, chill, and then that explosion comes out.
Just got bad allergies, you know. It's
yeah, it's got bad allergies. It's just like their thing, like, you know, Widow Mines are known to have bad allergies. They're allergic to stim.
It's, you know what? I don't think we can prove you wrong. You know,
right?
That could be its nose.
I'm not wrong. I'm not right, but I'm not wrong. I may not be right. I'm not wrong. I'll let you guys sleep on that and get back to me. Oh, I won't be here tomorrow. Get back to me in a week. Rip for me not being here. I feel like I always skip like every other one. Like I was here the past 2 weeks, so that was cool. I got 2 weeks in a row, but I've been missing a lot of these tournaments, unfortunately. It's bee season, so I've been gone with trying to get those bees settled in lately, but should be back to normal. Just missing once a month here after this next trip I leave.
Just
I know you guys are terrible without me.
Make sure you keep us updated on Twitter with your bee journey.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to know more about the bee journey, follow me on Twitter, Yodaslim. But or just stick around. I'll say it again at the end. But yeah, I'll make sure to say GG and GLHF. I'll try not to BM the bees. Just quit. You have no economy, bees.
Do you
took
use
all of your honey?
Do you use the smoke machine as well to like?
Yeah. We have a little smoker.
Okay.
That's why. I guess I should clear that up for everybody. I had the smoker. I was on smoke duty. So when the bees came near me, I just blasted them with smoke.
You were ready for them, yeah.
Yeah. But at one point, the smoker got a little weak, and I was like, "Oh God!" I was like, and it just wasn't working, and the bees were like swarming. I had to start swinging on them. Yeah, this game got real passive here. I like the Metroplex here that he got, the little Sim City that he has up there. Like everything's just perfectly lined up, corner to corner.
Yeah.
As I said,
nice.
I built the barracks off the side.
How do you do? There we go. Now he has to move it.
Yeah. I wonder if there's some sort of like carpet bomb for Zerg. You can just drop on there. A Bane drop on top of all the buildings.
Yeah. Like Dropper Lords, you know? Let's go for it.
Yeah. If only Zion's had Dropper Lords.
I mean, we do have production ramping up for both players. Sinner did go for kind of like a 1-1-1-esque opener, getting out of Liberator. So far, hasn't been able to do anything with it. We'll see if he gets...
He's just turning into Age of Empires.
Yeah.
He's building up their own colonies, advancing in technology, aging, researching things.
Yeah.
They'll fight eventually. But for now, they're just having a good time. Just building.
Yeah, Sinner crossing his T's. You know, he even has like a safety missile turret in his natural in case DTs come in.
I bet they both forgot they're in a tournament. They're just going through the motions like, okay, 645 Marauders, 647 SCV. I wonder what goes through pro gamers' minds. Or at least Grandmasters and above.
3 workers. It's not bad.
Not great.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's not bad. 3 workers for Liberator. It's all right. Meanwhile, you know, all the upgrades are finishing up. Concussive shells, combat shields, getting a lot of Widow Mines actually. So a lot of tanks defensively, and then Widow Mines for support. I like it. Getting a mixture of the two.
Actually, how much does a Liberator cost?
Liberator, I have
like 150.
I don't play Terran. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think don't know if I'm pretty sure it costs gas. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think that was kind of a decent trade. Like three workers mining will cost you a lot of money over time. So kind of worth it. I'm still trying to do the math on just that little portion of the game that happened 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to do the math on that Liberator.
Is he going to cancel the third? I think he's going to cancel the third. I think he needs to.
I think he's going to kill it. Oh, yeah. I think he needs to cancel. He needs to cancel.
I think he needs to cancel the third.
Yeah, that old pick up and go into the main. What? He's not going in the main? Wow, he underestimated his opponent.
Picks up and then just chills, you know, thinking maybe there's some units here in the main.
Look at that. He could have gone in there and destroyed like 3 things already.
He probably could have sniped the upgrades.
Face palm. And then he tries to go in once the new units get morphed in.
It's too late. It's too late.
Why don't you just map hack for my entertainment?
Why do you just listen to what I'm saying, Sinner?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Just hop in on the Discord call. I'll CC you in the Discord call, and I'll just backseat coach you. Free of charge, of course, because I'm a nice guy. You know, I'm not gonna charge you for that. For the first one.
Sinner, your buildings aren't neat. You have to tighten them up. You have to make them neat.
Tighten them up. Yeah. You're like 300 APM above me, but come on, I know how to play better than you. Oh, I love this. He's going Ghost, though. That is pretty sick. We haven't seen Ghost at all.
Ooh.
Why are none of these players fighting at all? This has been the most passive game of the day.
They're being very tentative with each other. I mean, you know, the third...
And as I say that...
Denied.
I said that just to invoke the caster curse. That now the engagement will go down. And then since I said it, it's like a double caster curse, and the engagement gets canceled.
Yeah, Sinner, he keeps trying to go in, but the army was decently split up. Zion does fend him off, and... Yeah, we got the Ghost Academy done. Upgrade on the way.
Nice.
Archons are pretty good. You know what Archons aren't good against?
Ghost.
EMPs. Ghosts.
EMP, yeah. Ghost.
Pretty good.
I was close. I said Ghost, and I was like, wait, Ghosts don't do that good against them. And then I was like, oh, yeah, EMPs.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's what makes pros. They just make the connections faster.
Yeah. And it looks like
what
the Ghosts are trying
to... Ultralists?
They missed the first EMP.
Yeah, he got 1 EMP off on one of the Archons.
Oh, the Meta.
Oh, the Widow Mines. What did he call down that for? The medevac?
Dude,
was that an accident?
It was a matter mule, man. He just muled in his opponent's face. Like, you know what? I don't even need it. I don't even need the money right now.
He does
it again.
Oh, what? It is a BM mule.
It is. He did it again. And again, they're all coming down. It's raining mules right now because you know what? His bio army is just that good.
You make it rain. You make it rain. You make it rain with them mules. That's crazy. That was BM. That was a tasteful way to BM. Tasteful cheese. That Sinner's a classy guy. What a classy guy. He cheesed in such a classy manner, and then he BM'd in such a classy manner. I think we can all take a book out of the page out of the book of this guy here, Sinner.
I think he was very upset that he was down 0-1 in that series to begin with.
I'm pretty sure he was pissed that he lost one game.
Yeah.